Everyone. So if you're hopping on and you would like me to pull you up a card, I absolutely will. So just say card, please. Excuse me. Let's call some energy in for us. Obviously, I'm clearing some throat chakra energy. So if you're noticing that you're a bit dry, little, you might feel like you have a frog in your throat, or you might even notice some swelling here. You also might not be able to hear me that great. I have new people moving in next door and I'm outside, but that's okay. I'm hopping on, and I also wanted to do just like a general daily pull for the 18th. I just finished teaching a Reiki level 4, so hopefully this week that will be available through my digital programs as well. And if they're not, you can still purchase it through me and I'll send you the videos, okay? So you can now purchase 1 through 4 Reiki levels, which is fabulous, and I'm so happy that I'm able to get that energy out for you guys, okay? So right away I'm getting 2 cards here. So this is our daily for the 18th, and we have Hawk. Okay, so the Hawk, actually, oddly enough, I saw a Hawk twice. Hello to whoever's watching. If you'd like a card, let me know. I saw a Hawk twice, not yesterday, but the day before. Hi, Valerie. And Hawks, to me, are, I feel like, a sign of protection. Feels like love as well. And actually, my cat passed away suddenly yesterday, and it's been a really interesting weekend. And Stripes was such a beautiful, beautiful cat. He came to me randomly when I lived in Halifax, and I took him in. He didn't have a home, and he's been nothing but a blessing to me, and I'm just so grateful that I had him in my life. So he took like a stroke or something, and it just kind of, he was gone like that, and I didn't know how old he was or anything, but I started to realize that there were all these signs and things. So hi, Sherry, as well. If you'd like a message, let me know. But that's what the hawk is saying. Like, I was starting to see animal symbolism. Spirit was kind of showing me that. So that's what's coming up for you today on the 18th. Thank you, Valerie. Is that we're feeling a lot more than what we realize. So pay close attention to the signs, especially birds, sounds, just noticing what you're being triggered by as well. All just coming into a place of noticing, and it's okay to dig a bit deeper into what the messages mean for you. Okay. Again, it might be a bit noisy here, so hopefully everything's okay on your end for sound. All right, so Nancy, I'm going to pull it for you, and then Valerie, all right? So Nancy, and again, this is still going to help with our general reading for the day as well. So wild boar, my eyes are getting kind of sleepy all of a sudden. And boar tells me that to focus more on what's on the inside, Nancy. So anything external or aesthetic or anything like that, just do your best to just almost like put it to the wayside. Of course, you want to get up and shower and things like that, but I'm being called to like no makeup, almost underdress yourself, that sort of thing. And notice how you start to feel differently, because it's about the how you feel about yourself. So often we'll put lipstick on to make ourselves feel better, but I'm being told like there's some internal work that you're working on right now, and just to really focus in on that, okay? So as our general day reading as well, I'm getting for us to eat more fruits and vegetables. So make sure that you're paying close attention to diet, okay? And so Valerie, I get a heaviness right away, and this is kind of like my full moon card, or it could be like a circle or a cup, or however you want to look at it. But I get that it's how you're looking at life right now. Is your cup half empty or half full? That sort of thing. So I would suggest to shield more, focus on your crystals that are protective. If you would like any products, reach out to me that will be helpful for that. I can definitely guide you in the right direction on my Robin's Healing Herbs. The other thing too is have more fun, play more, that sort of thing. There's a playful side in you that really wants to come out, and she might be a little nervous to do that. So it could be doing some inner child work as well. And if we go into the daily energy of this, I'm getting more peace, that we could use more like peaceful insight and peaceful energy. So if you're around people who aren't bringing you peace, it's okay to kind of tell people like, I'm not interested in hanging out today, because you just need more of that quiet energy, okay? So just trust your instincts that way. As I said, there are lots of signs that the hawk is teaching us, and the boar is also, that's kind of where our energy wants to feel more uplifted. Okay, so I love a card, Sheena says. Okay, and you're welcome, Nancy. So I'm getting to work with my crystal cards here. So again, if you're hopping on, you'd like a message, just let me know. I was actually on someone else's, I'll be all right, someone else's page, and they were doing some readings, and I decided I got a little bit inspired to come on, and I was just getting a lot of messages. So Jade, Sheena, is a really beautiful card. So this one is talking about being more bold. So I don't know if you watched The Bachelorette or The Bachelor, but I love those shows. It's my secret thing that, you know, I do on my own that just makes me feel good. A little bit of drama. And the reason why that's coming up is because, I don't know, there's an interesting vibe that just switched over here with this. I'm getting really like hot all of a sudden as well. Being bold. Often on the show they say to like be more bold. The person who's like the most bold will kind of like get my rose, that sort of thing. And this is talking about getting really clear in your head about what it is that you really want. You might be holding back from being bold because you're not really sure what you want. So if we refer back to that love life and the show, this might make sense to you. Is they might not get out of their comfort zone and not be vulnerable because they're not really sure if they even want to be with that person. So it's not that it's not their personality, it's just that they're questioning what they really want because they don't have a lot of time with that person. Okay, so this is telling you you're doing some questioning right now. I'm not going to go into details just because I feel like that's more for like a personal reading, but I'm sure that this is going to connect to you. And if we go into the daily energy of this card as well, I get to make yourself feel special today as well. So if you could pretend like it's your birthday or something. My boyfriend and I did that recently. We were like, you know what, today just live like it's your birthday, both of us, because of course we don't share the same birthday. And it was really fun. He won 4 tickets to like a golf place here. And like a bunch of really cool things happen to us. So it just shows us that it's our mindset, kind of like Valerie's, okay? So make sure that we're really taking better care of our happiness, because our happiness is our health as well. I'm also getting to share with you guys that I do coaching because I just completed my Reiki training levels teaching. I want to let people know that I still do coaching and things. So even if I'm not offering a course, I'm still available to give you support with whatever type of thing you're interested in that's either business related or as well healing, of course, and also products. So, Sarah, let's give you a message. I love those shows too, Sheena says. Okay, great. Yes, it's my thing. So actually I'm feeling called into cards here. So I'm getting a worry energy right away, Sarah, that you might be on the worrying side and it might be stressing you out. Okay, so you actually have 2 cards. You have Black Tourmaline and Tiger's Eye. So we were just talking about protection stones. So if you guys don't know anything about protection stones, these are like perfect examples of crystals. And I don't sell Black Tourmaline, but I have Black Onyx, which is very similar. And so right away I go into the number 10 here with you, Sarah. That's telling me it's time to end something in your life. Maybe it's ending this vicious cycle of self-sabotage or greed or something like that. And when I say greed, it's more like if you find you're around selfish people, it's about looking at yourself and where are selfish aspects of my life? Where am I taking from others? Things like that. And then Black Tourmaline, the 30, is also saying it's time to be more creative. So it feels like more like self-expression. And so that's what I was talking about when I first came on here, about if your throat's a bit scratchy. So if you didn't catch the beginning, you might find that helpful. And if we look into like the daily energy of the Tiger's Eye, this is telling me that it's okay to take time out for ourselves as well. It's kind of our theme. So just remind yourself of that. If you have a bunch of things planned for the rest of the day, it's okay to just kind of like put some things down and spend more time on what it is that you really want to be doing. Because when you focus on what you really want, then everybody else is happy around you as well. So it feels like there's some family energy coming up for some people here as well. And is there anyone else on here looking for a message? Otherwise, I'm just going to finish up the daily. And I guess if you left, you're not interested in my dailies, but I do post them. I do my best to post them daily on my YouTube as well. I do lives on YouTube, so that's more likely where you're going to find all of the stuff that I have. And of course, I don't post everything on there, so I'll do lives on Instagram or post things on there that you won't see on my YouTube as well. Okay, so Dragonfly is our last card, 2 and 7. So first thing that's coming up is learning more. Okay, it's important to, like I'm teaching at the Akashic Records right now, and we're learning about angel numbers and numerology, and that's kind of what's coming up, is there are people that are watching that are holding themselves back from taking courses, taking classes, or workshops. I even did a meditation workshop recently, class, for 2 hours, and it's so beneficial, and it's only $25. So these are perfect examples of if you can budget $25 and take the 2 hours and just get the healing light from that, it'll be helpful. Okay, so just don't forget about yourselves that way. Dragons represent change, dragonflies, and it's also about like learning more about, okay, I need to start working on breath work. Don't stress about the fact you have to work on breath work. Just know that you need to, and then by knowing, as we were just talking about manifesting and things, then it will start to fly in for you, literally. May I have a card? Of course you can, Sherry. So Sherry, I get a little bit of tension in your physical body, so that makes sense with all the healing attunements and things we've been working on. My animal totem. Oh, interesting. So it's funny, you have the card, medicine cards, which is just comes with the deck. And I get a tiny bit of worry here with you. And it's just about, like, you might be stressing about things that really aren't worth stressing about. And then you get the same card that I already pulled out for you. And we were referring to it as a moon, but now I'm referring it to, I'm almost getting like a candle holder. I think it's important for you to start doing full moon rituals if you haven't been doing them. I already mentioned moon work, but the more you do for yourself, the more you can teach others. So absolutely connect to the full moon coming up next weekend. Watch my weekly on YouTube as well, and that's gonna start to tie in for you more. Underneath my rituals, I have full moon rituals on my playlist, and I would suggest listening to that one. And yeah, just start doing those. Light the candle, do the writing exercises. Okay, that's more what's going to bring you peace. And if we look at this card as a part of our daily, it's telling me that there are some things that we do need to work on today. Of course, I'm saying, oh, don't worry about it. But I mean, we do have real things going on in our life that we can't just put to the side. But it's just like realizing, I think, that we need to get out of our head and take a tiny bit more action as well. Okay, so a lot of different energies going on in the group setting. If you want a personal reading, you can go onto robinshealing.com. So Valerie says she wants to check that stuff out too. Yes, absolutely. So underneath my programs, underneath my website is where you'll see, and you can read about my digital stuff that I have available. And what I really like about that stuff is you can get tons of like theta healing that's really helpful, that will help you wherever you are. So even if you're watching this video over the next month, you're still going to get the healing wherever you are in the now. Okay, so let me know as well if you need anything from me, and I can help you. Bye for now. You're welcome, Sherry. Bye.